You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentary man, we're here again, bringing you another ground war domination on the map bootleg using the AK47 with a red dot sight, proficiency kick, sleight of hand pro, hardline pro, marksman pro, kill streaks, precision airstrike, reaper, pave low, frag grenade, flash grenades. Boom! Getting on with it, raping like I do, man. I've fallen in love with the AK. The AK is now my go-to favourite weapon of of Modern Warfare 3 so far anyway. Unless like I find like a SMG that proper fits my groove, but at the moment the SMGs aren't fitting my groove or anything like that. But as you can see there, man, with the itchy trigger finger, once you work out the AK and how to put people down long range, mate, you're not going to have any problems at all, mate. And I definitely recommend using an optic. Oh, sorry about that. But I definitely recommend using an optic, but I don't know, sometimes like when you do use the optic, it will like help you improve your sights and help you like improve the feel of the gun anyway and everything like that. But other times as well, it is a bit of a fucked up situation, because if you then want to go to the iron sights, it may be a bit of a difficult situation. But you got to use the iron sights to begin with anyway. So say if you're getting accustomed to the gun, I definitely recommend just using it with the iron sights, and i.e. like a silencer or like, I don't know, something along them lines. You know, something to make the gun like got better attributes to yourself. And as you see here, mate, I get the spawn on all of these. It happens again in a second. I pop up here. I think I'm about to call this in. The airspace is too crowded because there's an enemy reaper. I jump back in here. Boom! They've all spawned again, so it's an easy double again. You know what I mean? Well, it's not a double kill as in the normal sense, but I pick up both of them fuckers. But you gotta take it for what it is when it comes down to it like that. But anyway, moving on anyway. Back onto the commentary topic. Boom! Yesterday, got a question. Pretty interesting question, really. Above A Kings, or I don't know how you pronounce it, really. Above A Kings, or something like that. But essentially, he asked me a question. The question was, he said I should do a com about where I think the Modern Warfare series is going, like in the future and everything like that. Because at the current state, Treyarch has so many options. But Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer could either continue on an old series that's been with Call of Duty for time, or they could start up a new series, bringing their own different characters, all that kind of shit. And to tell you the honest truth, it blew my mind when I read the comment, and I was like, yeah, that's a pretty fucking decent question if you ask me. So, let me give you my output upon it. First off, what I want to say, rumours about Sledgehammer getting their own spin-off series from Activision. I'm assuming it will have something to do with a Call of Duty kind of genre. Something to ponder about. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know whether or not Infinity Ward are going to be established into their own development team once again to work on their next Call of Duty after the next Treyarch game. I don't know what's going on there. And then like somewhere in between that, is Sledgehammer going to drop some other kind of Call of Duty like spin-off game? That's what I heard. It was in a British gaming website, sorry, and there was an article and it said that Sledgehammer Games has been given a contract with all of this, and it was all under shrouded secrecy and everything like that. But the sources and the evidence did sound pretty reliable if you ask me, and there's when I got fucked up by the spawns. What you gonna do? But yeah, the evidence did seem pretty reliable, so that's a pretty interesting thing to think about, because I could see Sledgehammer going and starting off the whole new kind of spin-off series in which they just, you know, they do what they do like at the moment. Well, I was going to say they do what they do best, but I don't really know what they do best. But they'll do what they'll do, you understand what I'm saying like that? But anyway, as for the Modern Warfare series and Treyarch and how they've got multiple options, another thing to think about, right, in fact, Treyarch, they've got many options on the table. I mean, they've been highly specified in World War II in most cases. It's only now that they've actually gone to the Vietnam War or whatever like that, instead of staying in World War II and shit like that. Which is interesting really, because I don't know, Treyarch has got quite a few options, but if you think about the options that they've put over so far, they've not got a hell of a lot of diversity. In fact, it's only one more different time era compared to compared to Infinity Ward, because all they have ever done, World War II, Vietnam, all Infinity Ward's ever done. They did World War II, like, you know, like back in days and shit, when they did Call of Duty 2, right? They did World War II, and then they did Modern Warfare. So it's, in fact, it's the same. They've done the same amount of different genre areas and everything. So that's interesting when you come down to think about it like that, because I don't know, man. You got to take it for what it is, really, because I don't know. I don't know. Because I was thinking, right, if Treyarch goes back to World War II, I could see him. I could see him running the Call of Duty franchise into the ground. Seriously, I don't think it would happen. You know what I mean? I think like this day and age where everybody's become accustomed to the Modern Warfare series and everything like that. If Treyarch was to go back to World War II, I know for one I wouldn't play it. I don't find World War II interesting me. It's just like to play it in like a Call of Duty game. I've never found it interesting. It's just the way I am, really. I don't know. It's just I don't fucking. It's not interesting. So what I could see Treyarch doing again though is I could actually see them moving on to a Modern Warfare series of their own, because fact being is, yeah, Treyarch's always been kind of crazy, kind of out there, a whole variety of things like that. I really could see them starting up their own Modern Warfare series. I don't know what they'd call it, but it would, or my idea upon it anyway, is it would probably be some kind of like, you know, a Black Ops of the present day, rather than it being in Vietnam or something like that. That's the way I'm seeing it, or like some kind of FBI. You know, like some kind of covert ops thingy. That's the way I'm seeing it with like with Treyarch anyway, and what I think maybe the next game will be for them, or the game after that. And here, as you see, I got the stealth bomber went over me and killed me, so it locks in my aim again with the Reaper, which is fucking annoying. I hate it when it does that. It does it on random occasions as well, mate. So I don't know, it's just fucking piss take. But yeah, that's the way I see what. So you heard it here first. I see Treyarch going into some like present day Black Ops kind of thingy like that, you know, like Special Ops or some shit like that. That's where I see Treyarch going. As for Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer, I don't know. This is where the interesting thing is. I've told you about the spin-off, right? So I don't know whether or not Sledgehammer is going to stick around with Infinity Ward. That's the thing that I don't know about. But if I do see that, we'll just call it as like, we'll just say they are going to stay as like a development team just for happenstance or whatever. Just like talking about it as we are now, because that's just the way you see it. I don't know, maybe they will go off on their own, because I mean Infinity Ward, they've done a pretty good job on Modern Warfare 3. I couldn't see why they wouldn't be able to go off and do a development on their own next game, like on their own, you understand what I'm saying, like that, without the supervised whatever, the supervised, what do you call it, the advisement of like Sledgehammer and everything like that. I could see them just going off and doing whatever they want to do, and meaning while around this time's going on, Sledgehammer could be producing their own Call of Duty spin-off. But going back to what I was saying, speaking about it in this sense, we'll just speak of them as a development team, as Infinity Ward, right? I don't think they're going to carry on the Modern Warfare 3 series, and I don't know, it's a bit hard to say at the same time, because I've not completed the campaign. I feel as if I completed the campaign, I'd know a bit more about how the story would end and how it's like gone all the way through and everything like that. But seeing as I've not completed the campaign, I don't exactly know how the story's going to end, because like with most situations I can usually tell whether or not, like, well, no, I don't know, sometimes you can usually tell by the end of the campaign whether or not it's going to be continued on. Like for me anyway, I feel as if Black Ops, the end of that campaign, that was a lockdown, mate. I don't think they could bring off another story of that going on to like Black Ops 2 or something like that. But whereas it's been the whole Modern Warfare series, COD 4 left it let me get my words out here. COD 4 left it wide open for Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 left it wide open for Modern Warfare 3 as well, in all fairness, because I mean it clearly did. It was just the way the whole campaign was set up towards the end. It definitely, you knew there was going to be a final, or well, another sequel to the trilogy or whatever like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting, really. I've kind of strayed off topic quite a little bit and shit like that, but I don't know. I see him still continuing on with the Modern Warfare series. I mean, once they've got into that game, I can't see him going back out of the game. To tell you the honest truth, I'd like to see like Infinity Ward's take upon like a Vietnam kind of war or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be really cool, because they've kind of done like modern day era weapons and everything like that, but if they went back to Vietnam, could you imagine like the Black Ops weapons in an Infinity Ward game with like the fast-paced action of Infinity Ward and like, or you know, like the whole scenario like that? And I don't know, I'd find it really interesting, really, if they did actually produce a Vietnam game. I'd like them to do it, to tell you the honest truth, because
I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. Because I love Black Ops, and I just had a thought about it. Then imagine Black Ops weapons in modern, like in Vietnam, Infinity War terms or whatever like that. But you take it for what it is. I went 48-4. That's the end of the gameplay / commentary. And peace.